That was the story of INDUSInd Bank. After the break, we'll tell you how a technology company has embarked on a green journey.
सिर्फ IBM 7 पर।
Welcome back. You're watching Going Green. It is one of India's most respected IT companies. Here's a story on how being environmentally conscious is now a part of Wipro. Take a look.
Over 20,000 employees generating close to 1.5 tons of food waste, all of which is converted into biogas for its own use. That, in a nutshell, is Wipro's sustainability philosophy for you, showing its concern for the environment in every possible way.
The next 1 hour, who's going towards this?
A philosophy which, according to Lakshman Badiga, who heads operations at Wipro, touches every aspect of everything the company tries to do.
ECOI is a program as part of the green initiatives from Wipro. ECOI is, a set of projects which we are doing in Wipro. It can relate to energy, it can relate to how buildings are, how we are using our own facilities, how we are helping our customers, how we actually expect from the, our vendors and so on. End of the day, the ECOI is what driving us in terms of saying that, first is green is very important to us, okay? And because it's not just green for sake of saying it, but we really believe that we should be part of the movement which is really helping reduce the greenhouse gases and so on.
Reducing their carbon footprint has meant incorporating certain measures at the company, like bringing energy consumption down to 294 kilowatt per person versus 338 kilowatt per person, ensuring all water consumed is either recycled or rainwater harvested, using LED lights whenever possible to reduce energy consumption, and converting all food waste from their in-house cafeterias to biogas, having paper pulping and recycling plants and vehicle pooling points at their campuses are some of the other measures. While Wipro may ensure it's a responsible corporate citizen when it comes to its carbon footprint, it is probably best known for its range of green laptops and PCs. I caught up with Ashok Tripathi, who heads the green PC business, to understand more.
We offer a host of infrastructure, product and solution services to our customers, which we call IT for Green. As a part of that, the first offering that we have is an infrastructure range, which we offer to our customers. It's called the data center services, wherein we offer green data center services to our customers who want to host their assets out of our green data centers that we have in the country. We today have 3 data centers, which are built on the philosophy of green data center services. Apart from that, customers who want to build their own data centers and host their assets out of their own premises, we help them build green data centers. Then over a period of a year, you can save approximately around 7 million units of power, and that translates into saving around 1,000 cars from getting onto the road, or around 50 acres of land which is getting forested.
Most often than not, Wipro says clients are just trying to do their own bit for the environment.
We did believe, saying that there is a problem with the world. There is this greenhouse gas emissions, the climate and all that stuff. It's good reading, good is just one. But we did believe that, yes, it's a problem we need to face. And we can all say, let somebody else do it, okay? But we believe that, no, it can be done, okay? And unless we show as an example, everybody will say that, no, let the first guy do it, we'll see if it makes sense. Second thing I talked about earlier is green is an initiative, but green is a profitable one if you do it right. Green itself is a business. And we now created a whole division called Wipro Eco Energy, which only does green business. Second is, if you really look at it from the qualitative perspective, a lot of customers, because now it's become a universal thing, especially with the larger customers, we demand from our suppliers, saying that you better take some energy or green initiatives to help the overall thing. It's not just CSR.
Going ahead, Wipro says its main focus will be on being as close to carbon neutral as possible. It intends to do that by powering as many of its campuses as possible through solar lighting and also bringing down its energy consumption amongst other initiatives. In Bangalore, Sunanda Jayasilan.
Another clean and green energy company. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you what you and your company can do to go green. Welcome back. You're watching Going Green. The Center for Environmental Research and Education has been working with companies helping them go green. Earlier this week, I spoke to Dr. Rashne Pardiwala, founder and director of the CERE, to ask her what you and your company should do to go green. Rashne, what are the tangible benefits that a company can derive by adopting an environmentally friendly policy?
There are many tangible benefits that a company can derive by going green. The first being, of course, financial savings. The second is it helps a company meet reporting standards. And more companies need to meet these reporting standards such as CSR, corporate social responsibility, non-profit reporting, equator principles. So it allows a company to report its initiatives and all its actions and interventions. The third, we at CRE have found that going green actually is an excellent team building exercise where employees from different departments come together for a larger cause. The fourth aspect would be it serves as a great branding exercise. It also improves the image of a company where discerning customers today feel that yes, here is a company that is truly going green for a larger cause. And it's not merely just making donations towards an environmental cause. It's actually cleaning up its own act. It's actually changing its own systems and processes and cleaning up its operations. And finally, you can't do business on a dead planet. So one of the greatest benefits for companies is that you are investing in your company's own future. So these are, I think, a lot of the benefits a company can derive by going green.
If you were to tell a company, listen, these are the first 3 or 4 steps that you would need to take, what would you suggest?
One is develop an environmental policy for your company. Second is identify the areas that need intervention. Draft a very concrete plan of action in an incremental manner. And 3, engage your employees and top management.
Let me shift focus to another area that I think needs sort of help and clarity, is the issue of waste management.
Yep.
It's one thing to say, look, I'm environmentally conscious. I've put in systems and processes in place to ensure that I go green in my internal processes. But what about waste management, and how much of it is actually getting attention from companies in terms of ensuring that it's done properly?
Initially, I think a company needs to identify the type of waste that it generates. It could either be something as simple as paper waste or something as difficult as e-waste. Waste has not been in, I think, the focus of many companies. So I think a way to move forward would be identify the type of waste, and essentially the same rules that apply at home apply to offices. The first step would be to reduce your consumption. Second would be to try and recycle as much as possible. And only once you've tried to reduce, reuse and recycle should any waste reach a landfill or a dump site. There are now a number of vendors and service providers who can very scientifically manage your waste. So companies need to go out and look and search for these service providers who are there. Today, e-waste can easily be managed. It doesn't need to be an environmental problem.
The question I want to ask you is, other than the reuse, reduce and recycle, there is the large-scale intervention. Let's first talk about what those large-scale interventions could be.
The large-scale interventions could be those that require initial capital investment, such as investing in solar and rainwater harvesting systems, changing your office design to make it more environmentally suitable, bringing in technology initiatives such as paperless faxes, thin computing. There are a number of large-scale initiatives that any company can undertake.
Climate change and pollution pose a threat to global economic growth. One estimate pegs the losses at $970 billion. Think about it. It makes economic sense to be environmentally sensitive. If you have been, thanks for watching.